Hey guys, in this video, and welcome to Ashish Academy. In this video, we are going to discuss about that how you can implement the generative AI and how you can create an application on top of that generative AI, right? So simple task if we will try with text to text generation. So what are the things or maybe tools or maybe language or details you need to know to set up the environment to implement and to complete it? So idea is you can also use the different languages, right? You can also explore different models also, right? But Python is one of the best and one of the good language if you are trying to explore data science and if you are trying to build or explore the concept of a generative AI. Correct. So one thing is you need to have a little bit understanding of a Python, right? Second thing, you need to have a data as a, you can say, from where you will match it. So there is a two thing you need to understand. First thing is, if you have a ready-made data on which you will go and check it, so that is very fundamental concept we have also discussed earlier, right? And it is not coming from the generative AI side, it is from uh, there, the concept is there from that AI ML side also, right? On which you wanted to match the data and get the result. So you need to have a data set, right? So either you can create your own data set or you can use the data point or maybe the data from the GPT as well. So because whenever you find some command, you give some command, or GPT is using that command to train the model, right? Also exploring and get the data from the different sites through a web surfing, right? And through a crawling as well, right? So that also GPT can take it up, correct? Or if you wanted to create your own application and from your own data, you need to create your data set, correct? So on which that GPT or maybe your model will connect and you wanted to massage the data, right? So this data set is self created data set, right? Or you can use the data set from uh, GPT or Google or slash who is the provider, or you are using it, the API you are using it, right? Or Microsoft, right? On the data. So in that scenario, GPT has its they have its own data. You can fire the command and you can get the data. When you are on Chat GPT 3, or you will use the Chat GPT and say, what is the Java? What is the Python? Give me some help. So when you send some command, it is basically finding out that answer in somewhere, right? So it will get the data, collect the data from its own database. Maybe before that it is searching, maybe earlier Microsoft Copilot was also giving some details from where it got that details and different sites also, right? Through web crawling and then doing some massage, and then you will get the answer, right? But if you are saying then what is a Java, and you are saying that check that answer from my own data set, so you need to configure the data set and from where you will get it, correct? Now third thing is that the model, right? And apart from the model, the provider. So who provides this model? So if it is GPT-3, GPT-4, maybe that is coming from OpenAI, right? Gemini, uh, also Google has promoted their Gemini AI, right? And there are different other tools. Also, Google has provided Microsoft Copilot. Meta has also provided APIs and the model, right? So who you are using, which particular model and which is the API. If you are using OpenAI, so you need to have a OpenAI keys and you need to understand which model you are going to use it. So you are connecting to OpenAI and using that mod. So connect to directly, you can also connect it, right? Or you can use that model and you can explore it, correct? So model and provider, you need to have details, correct? So if any particular model or ready-made service, if you are going to use it, So you need to be authenticated from that provider, and then only you can access that service or model from there, right? Now, another thing is input data, input command. So if you are just creating a web interface, so any command that user can push it. If you are just trying to explore from the command, you can say through code, so you can provide that code, or you can say input command, or you can also take an input into your code as well. So input command, what is a Java, what is a Python, help me to create a resume, right? Or anything you wanted to give any command, right? So you need data set, correct? Apart from the data set, you need to have a model, provider, language, input command, and then at the end, editor, which particular editor you are going to use it. This editor is nothing but you can use and explore into VS Code, or there are other editors are also there. But VS Code, you can use it for just to set up the Python and everything. So when you fair understanding of a Python, so when you are starting a Python, you need to install some of that modules from the Python, right? Pandas, Python, and there are a long chain, and other modules are also you need to install, and then you can start writing a Python code, correct? So that is come under the Python. And later the data set, which data set you are going to use it. So if you are using the data set from the GPT side, let's say an example, OpenAI, you will call that OpenAI interface and you can get that answer directly. Correct. If you are setting up our own data in that scenario, right? So if in case, if you are using own data set, so let's say data set, when you will going to use your own data set. So idea is when you are exploring and creating application for your own industry and enterprise, let's say TCS wanted to create the application for HR management system. So HR management system, so they don't wanted to expose this data to ChatGPT or any on the internet, right? So they have, let's say, 5 lakh employees data, correct? So the people is working into which particular project, right? What are their family, right? Where their kids are, you can say, studying, right? Apart from that, what are their medical status, how soon or how frequently they are facing some health challenges, then what was the work-life balance here, right? What is their skill gap analysis, and there are a lot of details and the data they have it in their ERP system. Based on the ERP system, if they wanted to do some massaging on it, so for that you can create your own system, right? Which is built on top of the generative AI, correct? So the interest level or that feedback or maybe survey data also, they can use it, so they can get some survey. Based on that they can do some massaging on it, right? And how many people have what are the skills, so they can map their skills with the job roles and responsibility, right? There are some performance issues they wanted to find it out, they can check it, what is the skill, how much time they are putting it, right? What is the interest level and attitude, or based on some different scenarios and behavioral assessment, they can generate that report, correct? So for that kind of a purpose, you need to store that data, right? So they have already this data into their own system, nothing but into their own database. So that database is nothing but maybe it could be a RDBMS, MySQL, right? Or maybe Oracle, or maybe any other type of RDBMS, NoSQL database, or you can say MongoDB, or any other cloud-based NoSQL databases, right? Like this. So any database on which you will connect to get that data set, right? This data is stored into a data store, is nothing but here, and from that you will get it, and then you will run your you can say through your model you will do some massaging on that data, and you can generate the result, correct? So before that, this video, we have created one more video, different type of models used into generative AI, correct? So now this is here I am talking about practical implementation for how this generative AI can be implemented. So this data, just like your any other web application database, you can store or you can process, right? Let's say another example, if you wanted to predictive or fraud analysis from this customer, or predictive analytics. Apart from that, you wanted to do some summary of the data, or any type of banking application. If you wanted to go with this example, then also you will not expose this data. Correct. So you will use that model. So you can have a ready-made services from the cloud and from this provider also, and you can also connect to your own data store, and you can do some massage and you can get the result. Like AI/ML is already working into artificial intelligence was working earlier before the generative AI also. So this way you can also do it. Correct. So you can also use simple example. Earlier we use that Amazon SageMaker, right? Like this, there are many. GCP also have a ready-made services. Azure also have a ready-made services. This is for AI implementation. Like generative AI also have released their different services. So you can also use the ready-made services also. Correct. If you don't want it to implement from your own, so you can use the model, or you can use the ready-made services, right? So different ways for implementing a generative AI application, and you can create it. Correct. So cloud services, correct. So that is also you can use, and then you can complete your task. Correct. So if you will, what you will do, you will install that first the Python, right? And you will start writing a basic code. Correct. Then you need to be authenticated from what we can say from the GPT. If you are just a simple example, so you need to have keys, right? So if you are connecting to a GPT, based on that you will connect and you can fire it, right? And you can get that result, right? And you can print or whatever you wanted to. If you wanted to generate an image, it can generate an image. You can get it as a file, and then you can create that image file and you can give it. Simple. Text to text generation, you will get the answer into a text. You can get and display the text or store it whatever you will. If you wanted to create to a database, you can connect to database and you can do it. So let me just share with you the details of some simple code, how you can do it, right? So you can have OpenAI is nothing but this API access, which is I was trying to tell you, correct? So API access, for that you need to have that API keys. So once you register on the chat GPT to access that APIs, you will get the key, correct? So you can install that first that Python pandas, LangChain, LLM index, and then you can start writing the code it here, correct? So that you will connect to an API and you can get that what we can say the result, correct? This is from the text to text, right? So like this is the query, is nothing but what is the Java, and you will get that result, right, from the vector store. And then it is nothing but you are connecting to an API to um, open API. So API from this open API, nothing but from the chat GPT side, correct? Code generation, you can ask for that different type of generate a Python script to scrap a website here, right? Like this. So you, whenever you are sending that detail through the API, you will hitting to a open API, or you can say GPT, right? And they will give that code and you can start writing it, correct? So how you can integrate? So you can use Flask, Django, or maybe any other web interface you can create and you can connect it. Whatever this is also, you can do it, right? So you can create any other web interface into React and Angular also. You can send it to a backend side, that command from your backend to connect to these models and export like this. So that will also be a three-tier application. You can create it web layer, right, at the server layer, and that you can create a, and it can connect to your database layer, right? So you can, I'm not going to too much deep inside in it how you can create, but for that you need to have fair understanding for basic applications logic, or maybe application understanding for web interface development. If you wanted to create a web interface like UI or website like this browser, or if you just wanted to explore into just a code, so you can try and exploring into a through Python and then connect to an APIs and you can get the result. Correct. So I have given the idea here how you can create, right, a simple generative AI application, right? You can also do it with the Java also. For that, Spring Boot is providing a ready-made jars, or maybe you can say dependencies to connect to open API, and you can just configure the keys and fire the command into a Java, get the result. Correct. So Java is also providing dependencies and interface for that to implement and create, you can say, generative AI based applications. Right. So this is all from my side. If you have any other questions, if you are facing any problem to implement generative AI applications, right, or if you need any other help, definitely you can put it into a chat box, or you can say into comments. I will help it to you. Correct. So this is all about from my side. You can tell me that which particular use case you wanted to create a industry level application for a generative AI. Correct. So thank you very much. If you like it, this video, you can share it with your friends, and it will be really helpful to us. And you can provide comments also, how we can improve over this video. You can provide some topics as well. Thank you very much.